Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Susan A. This is somebody who's been making frequent appearances, as a matter of fact, here almost every single day while we're doing our live streams. We try to go about every other day. We mix up the days and times, of course, but Susan A just came into the Tuber Chat community blazing with generosity and impact and influence in our live chat. So one of the things that we focus on here very much is engagement during the live chats, conversation. It's the best way to get channels onto the wheel and the screen as fast as possible, which is open to everybody. And of course, it always helps. We're doing a great service for any host when we're in a premiere or live streams and engaging in true conversation. Susan A's been doing this ever since coming into the Tuber Chat family. She's got a bit of a variety channel here, shorts, videos, and a live stream. Hopefully the live streams continue. It could be a conversation with Susan herself. We might be having a conversation with a parrot. We might be hanging out with some puppies. There's plenty of indoor and outdoor content on the channel. And like I said, pure variety. You might even find her looking at tarot cards for a reading. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. 236 subscribers right now. We'd love to push her towards the 300 she's thinking about. And we feature a different channel every single day here on Tuber Chat based on impact and generosity that I have seen within the community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. So thank you everybody for coming in, especially on such short notice. Butler Family Farm just dropped a super chat on us to get us started. So thank you for that extra generosity. They knocked out our stream boss already, which is the video game life meter under my camera there. It's a widget that's included with Streamlabs desktop, which is what we use to stream here. And every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock them out and take over gets some extra exposure for a little while. So that will be Butler Family Farm. Thank you again. And for that reason, we'll look at that channel next before we start spinning the wheel. Now, you do not have to super chat. You do not have to be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. We expect to be here for at least 2.5 hours, maybe even as long as 3. The wheel and the screen are open to everybody. After a long period of time, I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active. I have a robot in the background helping me keep track of that. But as well, super chatters get put on the screen right away, so we'll see Butler Family Farm in a moment, and then members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Susan A, of course, has been in the chat from the beginning, so thank you very much. I, for the life of me, can't even remember exactly what time it must be for you. If it's 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning or something like that, it might be. We rescheduled. I was planning to do this stream last night, and I live in Canada, close to Niagara Falls, and we have, snow and occasionally and this and that. We had a horrible storm the other day, and last night I got on the highway right behind the snowplows. And these are big, monstrous machines, but when they drive down the highway, even on our highways of 16 lanes across, they use a pattern and they drive very slowly. So you can't get beyond, I'd say 60 or 80 kilometers an hour, probably even slower than that. And there was no chance of getting even close to home. If I'd have been 30 seconds earlier, I would have made it, but I got right behind them, and so we had to change things up. But this is part of living in our climate. But Canada's a wonderful place to live, so that's okay. So Susan A, hopefully everybody will connect with her. Like I said, 236 subscribers. I'm going to do some introductions. I've got quite a few names on the wheel right now. I've got Anne-Marie Love XX, who was early in the door with Home Bartending with John, Mama 4 Boys, Sweet Caramel Smile, Purple Tube, Roadhog, and the Patrol Paranormal, who's been a longtime friend. As well, my love Kristen Welton is here as both a member and a moderator, as is Michael's Adventures. He'll have a premiere for us tomorrow after Tuber Chat. For today, I'm going to do one, and Kristen Welton will have one right after. That's about 3 hours from from now. So we'll do a double raid today. And Scratch and PPA, of course, is in the pole position on the Wheel of Doom. He is a beloved and dedicated moderator, a shining jewel in the Superchat family, to say the least. So it takes me a moment to get through the introductions. If I miss anything that anybody means for me to say, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Aacon 50, good to see you here. Barb's Country Home is a longtime friend as well. Kem to Beloved, good to see you in the house. And Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is actually Charlene Heal, with a second channel. She happens to be a member, so I'll put her on the wheel right away. And then Grammy's Journal is here. I thought I recognized that channel. I believe we met outside the other day. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. The Chakota Carver is back with us again. Twisted Lemon Diary. It's good to have you here. Isaac Luke, it's good to see you in the house. And Destination Fun is early in the door as well, so thank you for being here. Forgive me if I have missed anything in the chat up until now. I almost always fall behind, especially when we're doing the introductions, but we're going to get to our next channel in a second. Pardon me just for one moment. I say it all the time, but I think my allergies, there's something about hitting the go live button on Streamlabs desktop that sets my allergies off every single day. Just Jason Keto is in the house. Let's get them onto the wheel as well. And one more time, we're looking at Susan A. So I'm going to get Butler Family Farm up here next. They dropped a super chat on us just as we started. Thank you for that. They actually were recently featured here on Tuber Chat. And like I said, we feature a different channel every single day. I can't seem to copy and paste today. I'm fumbling with my keyboard here. Butler Family Farm is another creator who's been with us frequently, just about every day, especially lately. Pedroza Travel, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And when we look at Butler Family Farm, we see 713 subscribers. Now, this is an interesting property. It might be the largest farm by landmass in the Tuber Chat family. We have, of course, channels of all sizes, lots of homesteading, gardening, ranching, and outdoor channels with properties of different sizes. But I think it's a wonderful idea that we get to learn from these different creators and these different properties, because there are different aspects to growing our own food or self-sufficiency or canning or all the other homesteading activities that a lot of these channels engage in. I just think there's a lot for us to learn. So here they have a herd of cattle, goats, several donkeys, a couple of horses, llamas, along with chickens. And then they bring us more variety on the channel with some hobbies and some other work, including bowling, woodworking, quilting, and other fiber crafts, blacksmithing, gardening, and a little bit of travel. So we'd love to push them towards the 800 subscribers they're thinking about. They've got a live stream coming up. That'll be today after Tuber Chat by about an hour. So I've got my notification on for that already, and hopefully everybody else will set their notifications as well. Hilda DC is in the house. She is another beloved dedicated moderator here in the Tuber Chat family, so I've got her on the wheel now. Virtual Shopkeeper, thank you for coming in. I really do appreciate that extra generosity for sure. I know you came in just a moment ago, but thank you for that. So actually what we're going to do is put that channel up on the screen right away, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Virtual Shopkeepers here for the first time, so hopefully you're feeling welcome also. We have a lot of dynamic creators that will come through the chat in the next 2.5 hours. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Another fellow Canadians in the house, The Gathering Within, good to see you here. And Lisa J. Stocks is going to help us with investing They happen to be a member, so we'll put them on the wheel right away. And Virtual Shopkeeper. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your videos, and I usually look for something a little bit longer. We're always connecting with videos that are at least 3 minutes long. It's very important that the videos are at least 3 minutes and we watch from beginning to end. But I'm going to take this 13-minute video. I know Christmas has passed, but I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 days a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Next up is Kristen Welton. She's going to have a premiere today. I am going to drop a video of my own on my personal channel right after Tuber Chat, and then we're going to raid right into Kristen Welton right after as well. She's got a special video coming up speaking to a doctor, and they're talking about Epilepsy Awareness Month. So March obviously is Epilepsy Awareness Month. The 26th of this month is Purple Day. Kristen and I have done a video together talking about that at least once. Now on her channel she actually has a lot of variety. So she gets started with makeup and beauty more than anything else. She's collaborated with other creators, done a lot of shorts videos, and had success hitting almost 20 and almost 30,000 views on a couple of those, as well as, like I said, collaborations with other creators, including interviews. We've been interviewed together by others and separately, and then as well, she does a lot of product reviews, unboxings, and sponsored videos. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships. When you get there, you'll see that she has a consistent look for branding through her channel, and that starts with her avatar, moves into the banner that she has with a lot of different bright bold headshots that match the thumbnails, and a color scheme that makes her content recognizable. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. We'd love to push her towards the 1,800 subscribers she's thinking about. We'll get a better look at that channel in a couple of hours when we go over there for a premiere right after my own. We're going to do a double raid. GJ Journeys, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. One of the reasons why we're doing a double raid, why I'm putting mine first, which usually goes against what everybody would imagine, you know, ladies first and this and that, is because I'm getting dangerously close to 10,000 subscribers. And I was really hoping that I might hit that number before the 26th of this month, because after 10,000 subscribers, you unlock a feature in YouTube called YouTube Giving. And what that allows you to do is turn a video or a live stream into a fundraiser for a nonprofit or a charity, which Kristen Welton happens to run one of those called Epilepsy Niagara, helping people who are living with and affected by epilepsy. And what we were hoping to do is be able to do some kind of a live stream or video on the 26th of March. I don't think I'm quite going to make it. But you can turn any video into a fundraiser after the fact, so we might do that afterwards and we'll think about it. So Charlene Heal is up here right now, powerhouse of energy and positivity. Kathy Payna, I've got you on the wheel. The Gaming Ham, you're on there as well, so thank you for being there. The Gaming Ham's a longtime, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter with a couple of different channels, as a matter of fact. So Charlene Heal is going to bring us wellness coaching more than anything else on this channel. And what you'll find is that she brings her energy and positivity, motivation and inspiration everywhere she goes. Here in Tuber Chat, she engages in conversation, as well as everywhere that I see her supporting others in premieres and live streams. And then of course in her own content, she's going to give us lots of opportunity, whether you enjoy watching live streams, shorts, or videos. She's got a combination of all three, and of course is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then, yeah, so Pedroza Travel, YouTube has really opened up a lot of things over the last couple of years. There have been changes, and they bring a few of the milestones or goals we might have set or features that get unlocked to be a little bit earlier than they used to be, right? And they've added a few things. So YouTube giving is something I'm excited about. You know, anybody will be able to use that to use your powers for good as opposed to evil, of course, as your channel and your business behind it grows. Let's look at Conscious Business Services and opportunities. And we'll see a second channel from Charlene Heal. She's got 726 subscribers here, where she's bringing wealth, spirituality, and entrepreneurship. It's a complementary channel to the other, where this creator brings their unbelievable energy, as well as positivity and motivation and inspiration, in more shorts, videos, and live streams. D. Bailey Speaks, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And it's time for us to spin the wheel, so let's get that done right now. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Purple Tube is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on. Purple Tube's been with us for well over 2 years. It could be actually 2.5 and maybe even longer now. Next month, I'm going to start talking about the fact that Tuber Chat will now have been here almost 3 years. And Purple Tube has actually got a couple of different channels, but she's also fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Be Amazing Sylvia has been a friend of well over 3 years, since before Tuber Chat was even a thought, as a matter of fact. And Kid Wonder, from Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder, has been with us just as long. And I've got nice stories to tell about Kid Wonder's channels. He's got a few of them now. When we get them up, I've got them on the wheel right now. So thank you for coming in. Thank you for that highlighted milestone message. Those fly through the chat like a super chat, but they're colored green for the members. They're a free bonus for anybody who's a member on a channel where they are enabled. And you'll notice that it also knocks some life off of our stream boss there. So every super chat, membership, and highlighted milestone message knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. Be Amazing Sylvia is on the road to 5K. And we always say that somebody's officially on the road when they cross the 100 before it. So Purple Tube right now is on the road to 2100, but very close. She's going to have it any day now. And it's always exciting to hit these different milestones, but that's what it means when we talk about being on the road. Purple Tube's going to bring us a lot of variety. They talk on their banner about vlogs, good vibes, randomness, relaxation videos, and much more. They do that through live streams, as well as shorts, as well as videos. They've been doing this for many years now. They enjoy helping people with their YouTube videos and journey, since they have been on for several years as well. And then when we get to Danny Green, we see a second channel from this creator as well, with some more variety, and over 100 subscribers already. So I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 they'll be thinking about here. And then, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Lisby Journey is in the house. And we'll spin the wheel. Beverly Moffat, good to see you here also. Thank you for coming in. The Patrol Paranormal is coming up, and they're another longtime friend, actually. We'll see what they've got going on. It's D's in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel right away. Members always get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody is always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And Be Amazing Sylvia, my goodness, you've been a member for almost 2 years. Literally, it's going to cross 2 years any moment. So thank you so much. She's been an unbelievable supporter from the beginning, but I'll talk more about that when we get her channel up as well. I see that Virtual Shopkeeper, who's brand new today, has grabbed a bronze membership. So thank you for that. And what that means is that every day that you're here after today, because we've already looked at your channel, you'll be added to the wheel as soon as I see you in the chat. We do that all the time. So just as a reminder, though, the wheel and the screen are open to everyone. It takes a very long time, but we expect to be here for 3 hours today. So over a little while, I will start adding some names to our wheel from our chat list. And that's based on who's been most active. So for anybody that is new to Tuber Chat, the more you conversate with other creators, the faster you get on the wheel or the screen. I have a robot in the background that keeps track of all that. Sharita Colors, good to see you in the house. And Virtual Shopkeeper actually took over the stream boss position from Butler Family Farm there. So thank you for that. Lark's Homesteadish, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then Kristen Welton is just dropping a highlighted milestone message as a reminder that it is Epilepsy Awareness Month. But you can find a lot of information about that on her channel. She's done other videos, and today's special video is focused specifically on that, so you can learn exactly about what that is, and we'll see when we go over there in a few hours. The Patrol Paranormal's been with us for quite some time as well, and as you can see, they're on the road to 2,700 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. We had an influx of paranormal investigation channels a little while back, getting on about 1.5 to almost 2 years now. And a lot of these creators have been unbelievable supporters, including the Patrol, and very much loyal and dedicated supporters. Now, hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've got a brand new trailer on the channel to let us know what to expect, but they're talking about paranormal investigations here on their channel. They've got some shorts videos. Hopefully these start to pick up as well, and then live streams might be an idea for the future. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. We'd love to push them towards that 2,700 that I was talking about. And then we'll get ready to spin the wheel. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. We're going to look at Roadhog. Now, this is a popular name for a channel. For my search results, it comes up pretty quick when I let YouTube know that I'm looking for a channel. I do that through my filters, and you can do that on a computer or on a phone, or a tablet even. And your search results might look different than mine, because one of the things we don't mention enough is the fact that some of it is based on geographics. YouTube is constantly trying to guess what channel you might be looking for. So searching, finding, and clicking on each other's names is very important, because the more we do that, the more we will all rise up the search results. And YouTube will do a better job eventually of understanding when we're looking for this particular Roadhog, or any other channel for that matter. I find that channels with popular names usually get #1 in the search results by the time they get to about 700 or 800 subscribers. The only exception are ones that have really short popular names, meaning like one word. They struggle a little bit longer, but searching, finding, and clicking on each other, as you can imagine, when we do that for each other hundreds of times, literally, it really gets the algorithm understanding that our channels are being searched for. So let's look at Roadhog, and 325 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 400 that they're thinking about. They've been putting out quite a few shorts videos. It's interesting to see this snow. I wonder when you put that video out, is that must be the same snowstorm that we're dealing with right now, but they get quite a bit of it. Most of us know that. And then when we look at the live streams, they might bring these back, so it might be an idea for the future. And their shorts videos, some of these have really got some serious activity, so I hope that continues for you as well. One of the things Roadhog tells us is on their About page, they say everything in their videos was found in the trash, so they are refurbishing and repurposing a lot of otherwise, a lot of things that they're going to bring new use for. Vanessa Angel Rose Designs, good to see you here. And 100 Proof Quilter, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I believe you're here for the first time, and hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Home Bartending with John is an interesting channel that came into the Tuber Chat family many months ago, and I found this channel compelling right away. Part of that is because I just happened to work in bars and nightclubs for a lot of my adult life. But when I got to Home Bartending with John's channel, what I found so compelling is the idea that he's going to teach us how to make the world's most popular cocktails from the comfort of our own home. You don't have to have a home bar setup that's quite as elaborate as what John's gone here, but he will take us shopping, show us what it takes to keep a bar like this replenished. He'll also show us all the tools that we need to make some of the most popular cocktails. And when he does do an instructional video, he often does different variations. So you might find something quick and easy. You know, like for instance, Long Island iced tea. There's a mix out there you could get. You could just put those together. To make a true traditional Long Island iced tea would take a few more ingredients. Home Bartending with John is also taking requests on his channel. He's done 2 for me already, and is always thinking about new ideas for his audience. So here we've got a comparison of some of the best vodka. When you dig through the channel, you're also going to find 8 low-calorie cocktails. You're going to find how to make non-alcoholic beverages, otherwise known as mocktails. So Home Bartending with John is really expanding the content, but able to stay within the niche. And he's here with us every single day, for which I'm grateful. So hopefully everybody will connect with him. He's going to have 300 subscribers, maybe even today. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I know you will enjoy the support that comes back from him, because he's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter ever since finding us. And then thank you, 100 Proof Quilter. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Budgeting Just Because is here as well. And Gabriella Smarandaki just came in. I put them on the wheel, and look at that luck. You come up from the wheel right away. That's one thing that we added into Tuber Chat about 2 years ago, was the Wheel of Doom. And, you know, it brings fun, if not frustration, to everybody here, not knowing how long it's going to take to get onto the screen after you're on the wheel. So our featured channel for today is Susan A. So thank you again. It's very late for them, so thank you for hanging out to be here. They're our featured channel. We feature a different channel every single day. Gabriella Smarandaki was recently featured as well. This is another creator who came into the Tuber Chat family just blazing with support and consistency. They're actually posting a ton of videos. I can't believe how far behind I'm falling already. I'm going to take their diamond painting video and put this into my catch-up list. This is just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Playlists can be great tools. And Gabriella Smarandaki has got a bit of variety on their channel. We're going to get a chance to get to know them in a few videos that they've got. But they're literally going to bring us pure variety. They've got some live streams, some shorts videos. Hopefully some of these start to pick up. But they've got a couple that have really just killed it. Look at some of these. My goodness. And then they're posting frequently, as we can see. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Mona Did What? Good to see you in the house as well. Dark Swordsman Gaming happens to be a member, so I'm going to get them onto the wheel right now. And we'll spin. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. World Tours. Good to see you in the house. Mega love shout out to you. And Small Town Reviews is in the house. Thanks for being here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. And if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Next up is Be Amazing Sylvia. And I talked about her for a quick second when she came in. And Be Amazing Sylvia is an interesting supporter here because she's been connected to me personally since before Tuber Chat was even a thought. It's because of Be Amazing Sylvia and some of her friends that Tuber Chat came up as an idea for another growth stream, but the focus would be on the friendships and the relationships that are made, because I was overwhelmed by the generosity in Be Amazing Sylvia and some of her friends like Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder and others that are here with us frequently. I was overwhelmed by the fact that these people are willing to support each other. Never in my history of social media have I seen people so willing to not only support each other, but uplift each other. And Be Amazing Sylvia is actually a member of 7 creators that have a group that was called the Drop the Link Day Crew. All of those creators continue to do streams similar to what we do here in Tuber Chat, where they allow you to connect in a similar way. So you'll meet lots more friends and family members when you're over there. Be Amazing Sylvia has a pure variety channel. I've got my notification on for the next live stream that they've got coming up, but they post frequently, so you'll see everything from live streams to shorts and videos. I'm going to take the latest video and put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to keep caught up with her. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And on the road now, pretty much, to 5,000 subscribers. The Bud Files, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully everybody will connect to Be Amazing Sylvia. Now, she's got a second channel here called Sylvia's Daily Positivity with 264 subscribers, where she brings us more motivation and positivity, of course. Hopefully everybody will support her here, but I just want to go back to her original channel for a quick second, because I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey. We can all imagine what it takes to get to 3,000 and beyond, and that seems to be the marker to say that these creators really have some knowledge. And here in the Tuber Chat family, we're lucky because everybody seems to enjoy sharing knowledge with each other. Mama 4 Boys is coming up right now. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Mama 4 Boys is up here right now. Give me just a quick second. I'll come back and talk about their content and their channel. So when we look at Mama 4 Boys, mostly what we're going to see is delicious looking content here. They are constantly coming up with different dishes. One of the last ones I watched, there was homemade tomato soup. This is really interesting. And they bring us right through the whole process. Like, actually this is interesting because I've never seen anything done like this, where they bake the ingredients first, and then they start to blend them for that tomato soup. Really interesting. I'm not the biggest fan in the world of tomato soup, but like once or twice a year I might have it. Homemade hamburger helper is something that we can enjoy as well. But they've got tons of different stuff like this. They've got a lot of shorts videos. Let's see how these are doing right now. Yeah, they're getting some serious activity on some of these as well. And then live streams are something they might pick up. It's been a few months, but we'll keep our eye open for that as well. They're here with us almost every day now. And I see them out supporting other creators as well. Budgeting Just Because, thank you for coming by. I certainly do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by to give a thumbs up or hang out for a moment or run the stream in the background. I know we've got some friends that do that as well. Mike's Computer Tips, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Let's spin the wheel. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Next up is Michael's Adventures. He is a beloved and dedicated moderator here, but an unbelievable supporter. He is somebody who lives lives wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more than he expects to receive. We have a premiere coming up tomorrow, right after Tuber Chat, actually. I was wondering what time I said I was going to do Tuber Chat tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to do it much earlier than today, 10 a.m. Eastern. But it'll be a pop-up. I'm just letting everybody know now. We'll take his latest video and put it in my catch-up list. But he posts every single day, so I just go on his channel like once every week or two and just run everything that he's got. He's been a dear friend for a long, long time. One of the things that you'll notice about Michael's adventures is, well, you won't notice actually, is the fact that he does so much for other creators. I'm very lucky just because of the friendship I've built up with him over the last couple of years. I get to see it and hear about it, but he is somebody who goes far over and above. Michael's Adventures is the kind of creator who reaches out to me not to have his playlist run, but to ask who needs help out there. Who does Tuber Chat know that he can run a playlist for? Who's getting close to a milestone, who's getting close to a goal, and things like that. So I just think that speaks volumes about the generosity and the character of the creator behind this channel. But Michael's Adventures is now well over 1,100 subscribers. You will find a lot of wildlife videos on his channel, particularly raccoons, deer, even a fox occasionally, and other things. Sometimes he takes us for a walk around his area. What's the last one there? That's another wildlife video. When we scroll through, he literally has thousands of videos on his channel. He'll take us for a story to be told, maybe a trip or a walk around. And then as well, he might be scratching a lottery ticket or playing a game on a tablet. But he's definitely an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Tales Told in the Dark. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I'll spin the wheel. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when we share. It's D is up right now, and this is another creator who's going to help us with budgeting and saving and things like cash stuffing challenges. If anybody hasn't seen this yet, what the idea is in a lot of cases, there's different ways of doing it, so I'm very thankful to have so many different channels in the Tuber Chat family now helping us with our finances. But one of the things you can do is when you set a goal, if there's something you need to save for, if you need a slush fund, like it's always recommended to save money for your living expenses. God forbid there's a disaster, you can live for 3 or 6 months without worry. And It's D is going to show us how to build these things up. Maybe there's a particular purchase that you're going to need or something you're thinking about. In a lot of cases, for those of us on YouTube, while you don't need professional equipment, it is nice eventually when you can afford it to start upgrading the tools, get maybe a better camera. Eventually, every few years, we got to upgrade our phones. Most of us are using our phones for our filming and things like that. And there are a lot of other nice to haves when it comes to our editing and our producing and our filming. But It's D is going to show us how we can plan for major purchases and do cash stuffing challenges so that we can best maximize the value of the income that we do have, make sure we stick to our budgets, and then are able to see the future and know that those purchases are going to be had without stress on our other finances, if that makes sense. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. 675 subscribers now, so I'm hoping we can push them towards the 700 that they're thinking about. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get one more channel up here. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. So interesting that right after It's D talking about budgeting is going to come Lisa J. Stocks, who's going to help us with our finances in a different way, particularly when it comes to investing. And I always think that it's a best idea for everybody to have as much financial information as possible. Whether you're somebody who's going to invest in certain products, whether it's mutual funds or stocks or crypto or all of the other things like precious metals, metals. I think having the most information available or possible is the best idea, because then you make even better educated decisions for yourself about what to invest in and what your goals are and how to reach them financially. Because, you know, there's always a human element. We can look at what other people are doing and saying like, oh, you know, somebody's into crypto, they bought Tesla, and we should all be buying Tesla. Well, it just doesn't quite work that way. You know, some people are into bonds, some people are into stocks, some people are into mutual funds, some people like cash, and some people like precious metals, and there's a million different ways to look at these things. Lisa J. Stocks is going to give us a lot of perspective about a few different things, including dividend funds. She's going to teach us terminology like dollar cost averaging so that we can learn how to maximize value when thinking about long-term investments and making frequent investments in those financial products. So 345 Barry, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. 345 Barry is a longtime friend. We met through Sam's Logs, Trains, and More. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Let me spin the wheel. And then if I do miss anything in the chat, like a question or a comment, again, just please mention it with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat, Connect, and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. One of the things that we should look at, or I want to just recommend to everybody to look at, I haven't seen much of it yet, but I did hear about a bank run on, I think it's called Silicon Valley Bank. There might be a couple of banks that just went down. It's nothing like the 2008 meltdown right now, but it's something I think we all need to be aware of, because, you know, if it can happen to one, it can happen to more than one. Next up, we're going to look at this week's birthday boy. His birthday's coming up in 5 days. It's Scratch and PPA. Okay, we're back, and we're going to look at Scratchin' PPA's channel in a second, but I'm going to show you how to do something here if you'd like to see. So when you have a page on Facebook, like Tuber Chat Connect and Grow, our page we use just for posting our streams every day. Our group is open to everybody, and that's connected to the page. You'll be able to find that. If you'd like to, you can share your videos there, or videos for anybody else as well. Thank you, the Bud Files, for a highlighted milestone message, and Sweet Caramel Smile dropped a super chat. So we're going to look at that channel in a moment. Mona did what? Renewed that membership, so thank you for that, and I've got you on the wheel now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how I make the Facebook posts that I make, and that goes to the page and the group. So what I'm going to do is just copy the text from the last stream we did a few days ago. And when I go over here on the left to my more tools, I can get into the Meta Business Suite. Meta, of course, is the company that owns Facebook. When I click on Create Post, I have options here. I've got our Instagram page connected as well, but I'm going to go to the drop-down menu. I'm going to post this on the Facebook page and the group, and you'll see why, because the format of these posts are exactly the same. Now, one of the things I also need to do is go and get the link for today's stream, so I'm going to do that from the share button and just choose copy link, and all I have to do is post that in there. And in a second, the page should populate with the stream's information. There it is. And then all I have to do, if I want to schedule it, I can. I've done that many times. If I want to just publish it now or save it for later, I can do that as well. You've got options here to decide who can see it. You know, privacy is always meant to be a big thing on Facebook, who sees what, when. But all we have to do is click publish. And our it says it's going to take a minute. It could take a moment for our post to be put up, but we're just going to look at the page and we'll likely see that it'll be up right away as soon as I log in. There it is. So I just wanted to show that to everybody if you wanted to see, and if you wanted to mark the time for when I did that, it was about 45 minutes into episode number 541 of Tuber Chat, in case you wanted to go back and rewatch that later. Is that Charinator? That happens to be a member, and let me just put that name onto our wheel. Members always get added as soon as we see them in the chat. I think that's a channel with a name change, and forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. But I've got you on the wheel right now, so we'll be looking at your channel soon enough. And on the screen right now is Scratchin' PPA. So, of course, the Facebook page is just Tuber Chat. Whenever you search Tuber Chat on any online platform, we're on most of them. So there's an Instagram profile where we post all of our streams and have a graphic for our featured channel of the day, which is Susan A today. And then there's a Facebook page where I just notify everybody about the streams. There's a group connected to it where you're free to post your videos in there, or anybody else's if you'd like to. We have a subreddit called Tuber Chat, and then on Twitter we always post there as well, and we've got a Twitter list where you can go through and look at all the members. They're people who are here in the Tuber Chat family and active on Twitter and willing to share, because the idea is if they're willing to share for us, they might be willing to share for you. And if you're the kind of person who enjoys sharing for other people, you'll be able to trade some favors over there and get some activity coming into your channel from Twitter as well, which is great. And then Kathy Payne, yeah. Actually, if I could ask for a moderator just to drop the Facebook. Actually, never mind. I'll just do it. Forgive me. We'll come back to Scratchin' PPA, and we'll talk about his channel in a second. So it's just facebook.com/tuberchat, and there you go. If anybody wants to hit the page, and then actually let me grab the group for you as well. I had a private group before. For some reason, 3 years ago when I started the Tuber Chat stuff, I thought that having a private group would be a good idea, but you can't make a private group public once it's made, so we had to start over. And there's the Facebook group. You can post your videos there. if you'd like to. Or you can share for other people as well. So Scratch and PPA is a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family, to say the least. He's here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. He's a dear friend of mine and has been for a long time now. He's unbelievably supportive. I literally shake my head every day, wondering to God why I deserve somebody who shares so much generosity with myself and with our group here in Tuber Chat. Scratch and PPA literally seems to be everywhere all the time and is known as, I safely say, one of the most supportive creators that I've met in the last 5.5 years, but I think you know what I mean when I say that. Now, Scratch and PPA and all of the moderators here have channels of their own. They're all dear friends of mine, and they all have been for a long time. They're also dear friends of each other. They all have their own channels. They all do different things, but they all have one thing in common, and that is an overwhelming sense of generosity. For that reason, when you visit them on their channels for premieres or live streams, you will be welcome to meet more friends and family members in the same way that you do here in Tuber Chat. So I've just set my notifications for a premiere that's coming up. Scratch and PPA posts with perfect consistency over 2 years now. And the Scratch Challenge series of videos, which come out every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. Pardon me just for a quick second there. And quiet listener, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. And then as well, Scratch and PPA is going to bring us a special type of interactivity in his video series. And what I mean by that is, first of all, he takes lottery ticket scratching to a different level by pitting two different lottery scratch tickets against each other. We get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow Scratch and PPA and vote on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique, and a lot of fun to be a part of. And when you join him for one of these premieres, you will find a live chat that rolls faster than Tuber Chat, faster than most you've seen in the Tuber Chat family. He rivals those of Hilda DC or VS Speaks Royally or Garden State Gardener. Rambling with the Brooms. By the way, Scott, I may not have said hello to you when you came in. I'm not sure if you're still here or listening in the background, but I did put you on the wheel. VS Speaks Royally was live earlier. Forgive me for not catching you. Postcard and a Pint. Good to see you in the house. I'm going to get VS Speaks Royally onto the wheel right now. Some of us have alarms set on our phones and actually message each other to make sure that we don't miss Scratch and PPA's premieres, because they're perfectly consistent, 12:15 Eastern every Tuesday. You'll find the local time as soon as you get there and set the notification for yourself. But, with the fast-paced and high-energy chat that comes along with his premieres, it makes it even more fun to be a part of as well. And then his video editing skills have been complimented time and time again ever since posting his first video well over 2 years ago now. And you'll see that. He also does giveaways, which I don't mention enough, and happens to be a fellow Canadian, only about an hour and a half away from me. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. You'll notice that presentation is always at the forefront of his mind, with a bright, beautiful avatar, a banner that matches and is updated every single week to reflect the content in that video's thumbnail, which features the content as well, of course. So hopefully everybody will enjoy all that we have to be inspired by, learn, and grow through Scratch and PPA's channel, if that makes sense. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that. We'd love to push him towards the 1,600 subscribers that he's thinking about. Sweet Caramel Smile is coming up next. They dropped a super chat on us while we were on break there, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. Sweet Caramel Smile has 101 subscribers right now. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. Of course, the idea is to live with generosity at the forefront of our mind, even here on YouTube as much as outside, giving more than we expect to receive. And I promise you, you hear it in the stories that I tell every single day, that the generosity that you put out there will eventually, over the long term, come back 10 times, far more than you probably predicted before you started. That goes for everyone. So, Sweet Caramel Smile now has crossed that 100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can get a few extras today, though. If you haven't already connected with this creator, they're here with us frequently as well. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, but we'd love to get a few more subscribers, because when somebody gets to a 100 milestone, we'd like to see an extra 5 or 10. We know that YouTube loves playing games with our numbers. They take our views, our subscribers, our watch time. If you notice, even your thumbs down disappear after a couple of days most of the time. Thank goodness for that. But we'd love to get a few extras so that if a few subscribers happen to be lost, the milestone is not lost. And then a lot of times you'll see really interesting things happen with the YouTube algorithm, where you could lose a few numbers one day and then gain a few the next day. It is really something that's been boggling our minds for years. She stole my thunder. Another fellow Canadian is in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to show you something. This is going to look ridiculous because I'm not eating my food on a plate today. I just have a paper towel here. But now, never mind the soda that I'm drinking and the coffee that's full of sugar and milk, but look at this. I actually have, instead of chocolate and peanut butter, some vegetation in front of me. Those are raw vegetables. And it's in the tiniest mentality in trying to do just a little bit better. Hopefully Just Jason Keto will be proud of that as well. Just anything to be one step better for today, and then we'll worry about tomorrow when we get there. Sweet Caramel Smile, thank you again for the extra generous support. They dropped a super chat, so we put their channel up right away, and now we're going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up on the screen. Mona Did What just renewed their membership, so they're on the wheel already. I'm going to get their channel up on the screen right away. We'll see what they've got going on. They're here with us just about every single day as well. Now, we've only been on today for about an hour now. We can stay up to another 2 hours if everybody would like. We certainly expect to be here for another hour and a half. Lots of time, put lots of channels on the screen and the wheel. Garden State Gardener, good to hear you, see you in the house. Your ears must have been ringing because I just mentioned you again. We mention Garden State Gardener almost every day because Scratch and Pete PA is always with us. Actually, Joe from Garden State Gardener is here almost every day as well. But, these creators have powerful live streams. VS Speaks Royally, Hilda DC. There are a few, and the chats just fly. You'll meet more friends and family members, but, there's as much to be said for a fast-paced, high-energy chat as there is for a relaxing, get-to-know-me type of chat. I've had just as good a time, or, in different ways, hopping into something like Garden State Gardener Sunday Fun Day, VS Speaks Royally, Hilda DC, or Scratch and PPA's chats where they're just flying and it's exciting, as well as a lot of times you'll find somebody with a premiere or a live stream. They've got about 4 or 5 people watching. I've even hung out in many. I've run premieres and streams where there's been only 1 or 2 people there. I believe I even ran a premiere where nobody showed up one day. That's in the beginning, right? It can happen. But as things grow, it becomes more powerful, but you get a chance to really get to know people when you're hanging out in a chat that has not so hectic of a live chat. So I hope everybody enjoys all aspects of your YouTube journey, because, eventually there's going to be a day where you're not having 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 people in your chat anymore. That's almost going to be impossible for you, and you might even miss the conversations that were had back then, even though the numbers will be higher. So it's just an idea. I don't know how ridiculous that sounds when I say it. Rambling with the Brooms. Scott, thank you. Sorry, I saw you come in. I don't think I said hello, but that's another fellow Canadian, actually, from here in Ontario as well, closer to our nation's capital. Mona Did What is up on the screen. 694 subscribers, officially on the road and almost at 700. Hoping we can push them a little bit farther right now. I'm just going to go through their videos and see what they've got of the latest. I'm going to take the second latest video because it's a bit longer. I'm going to get you some watch minutes in there. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, which is just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. There you go, Just Jason Keto. Yes, talking to yourself in a live stream is fun. It's happened many times, I promise you. And then, because I've been on for 5.5 years now, it's getting close to 6, actually. At the end of April, it'll be 6 or somewhere thereabouts. But I wasn't introduced to the small YouTuber community until I'd been on YouTube for at least a year, or closer to 2, as a matter of fact. So you hear me constantly say that Tuber Chat's been here for 2.5 or almost 3 years now. The idea started 3 years ago. We started streaming almost 3 years ago, but I'd already had 2 years of experience on YouTube before that. But I had not met so many supportive creators like what we have here. Mona Did What is going to bring us variety on their channel, including quilting, sewing, and bag making videos. They love sewing. Haven't been a quilter for very long. I think you changed this about page too. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's been rewritten, which is great. It's wonderful to update these things as your YouTube journey continues. Let people know what they're thinking about, what they can expect on your channel. One of the things we have to think about is the fact that, let's say you want to get into sponsored videos at some point. Sponsors are almost certainly going to look at your about page and get an idea, first of all, of how professional you might be, but get an idea of the overall content they can expect on the channel as well. Very important new features coming out any moment. And what it's going to do is take the first couple of sentences from your About section and put it right under your name here. Some of you might have already seen that happening. So you might have to rethink the way that you word the first couple of sentences. It's almost going to look like a tagline on your front page. I'll show everybody that when it comes out and we see it on like every channel, or if I happen to notice it while we've got channels on the screen. And then yeah, that's interesting, Michael's Adventures. The notifications seem to come late a lot of the time. And then Travel Walks TV, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm always good. Hopefully you are as well. Jefferson Sadeo, good to see you here. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. My flock is everywhere is here, and I'm just going to spin the wheel. I've put them on because they happen to be a member. After a little while longer, probably I'm guessing about 45 minutes to maybe another hour, I'll start adding some names to our wheel from our chat list. It's open to everyone, of course. You do not have to super chat. You do not have to be a member to get on the wheel or the screen. We just put super chatters up right away, and then we put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So the Gaming Ham is coming up right now. They've actually got a couple of channels. My Flock is Everywhere is just dropping a super chat as well. So we're going to put them onto the screen right after the Gaming Ham. And both of those creators have now been longtime friends of TuberChat. When we go to the Gaming Ham, it can be a popular name for a channel, but they come up pretty much first for us, close to it anyway. And then the Gaming Ham has 268 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 300 that they're thinking about. It looks like we got another friend from Isaac Luke in the house, so thank you for that. They must be sharing for us because we've had a couple of friends come in over the last couple of weeks from Isaac Luke, and I really appreciate that. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And let me get them. Let me get my wheel sorted out here. Oh, thank you, Susan A. Yes, it's way beyond 4 in the morning, probably 5 in the morning for them now. They happen to be in Australia. But I wanted to feature Susan A.'s channel because she's been an unbelievably generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Ever since finding TuberChat, just within the last couple of months, she's here with us almost every single day. And then, yes, as a matter of fact, you know what I am going to do? I'm going to jump ahead for a second here. Isaac Luke, I'm going to put your channel on the wheel right now. They've been sending us quite a few friends, and I really do appreciate the shares. The Gaming Ham is a creator that is an advocate for the ham radio community, and they bring us a lot of video gameplay on their channel. Particularly when we look in the live section, we see a lot of live streaming. There's lots of videos from this creator as well. In the shorts, we're going to find that over the last little while, they've expanded their content into 3D printing, and that actually prompted them to start a second channel. So the Gaming Ham comes from the fact that they are interested in ham radio and bringing us a lot of gameplay. And then when we look at the, I've got to type this right, the 3D printing Wolf 1. We will see if... Oh, I didn't spell it right either. I just missed one letter there. That's the thing about computers and the internet, right? We have to type everything perfectly. The 3D Printing Wolf 1 is their handle and their channel name for now. Wayne's World Unlimited, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for that comment, by the way. I did notice it today. I haven't responded yet, but I did catch it. Corrine's Life is in the house, and she is another member and moderator, so I'm going to get her onto the wheel. Another dear friend of well over 2.5 years. And then, yes, oh, Wayne's World Unlimited, also the, yes, Instagram. Thank you for connecting there. Anybody can connect with me on any of the social networks if you'd like to. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. And it's always Tuber Chat, but I always enjoy getting to know creators. It doesn't have to be questions. If there's something that you think I can help with, I'm happy to try. But I also enjoy learning lessons from other creators. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day, or creators with channels of all sizes every single day. The idea is for us to share information here so that we can all make better decisions for our channels and our videos, myself included. The Stock Explorer is in the house as both a member and a moderator. And then as well, I see Philip Lemon is here. Good to have you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Yellow Shirt Dad is here. He's got some interesting interesting dad jokes on his channel. And Jefferson Sadeo is making me laugh in the chat. They're here for the first time today. We'll get the debate going. We've seen this a million times online, so forgive me. Here, let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up in a second. I don't know if we've done this on Tuber Chat or not. I can't remember if I ever did this. But we're going to see... we're going to put a poll up. Does pineapple belong on pizza? I'm sure we've talked about it a million times. I just don't know if I've actually done a poll here or not. I'll give my vote right away and tell you that I love what we call Hawaiian pizza here in Canada, which would usually include ham and pepperoni as a ham and pineapple as a minimum, but sometimes you'll find it with pepperoni or bacon here. It's interesting the way they do pizza here, but it's probably my favorite thing. And then when we want another laugh, we can go to Yellow Shirt Dad for a lot of dad jokes. Postcard and a Pint is still here. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And Kathy Payne is in the house. And 420 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. I'm just going to grab their latest video here and put this into my catch-up list. That's a playlist that I use to keep caught up with creators, make sure I don't fall behind. Playlists can be wonderful tools. If anybody here would like to swap playlists with each other, a simple agreement to run each other's playlist of videos, you can really gain a lot of watch hours. That way. It's one of the one legitimate thing we can do to pump our watch hours up. Thank you, Scratch and PPA, for catching that. I missed it. My flock is everywhere. I was supposed to put your channel up already. I'm going to put it up next. Forgive me for missing that, but thank you. Yes, they did send a super sticker in. Lori's Tech Time is a longtime friend. She's fully monetized now, actually, and she's got 2 channels, but Lori's Tech Time has been monetized for a few weeks now. We're very excited because she's been a incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. And then... oh, and they're driving too, so thank you for that. Yes, always be safe. Thank you for letting the stream run or listening in the background. So if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. That was ironic. I accidentally spun the wheel, and then My Flock is Everywhere was chosen, but I don't know if that's because I had their name highlighted. Oh, swapping playlists, Wayne's World Unlimited. So basically it's and thank you, 100 Proof Quilter. So I don't talk about it often enough, but here's what we'll do. We'll look at My Flock is Everywhere's content to start with. Swapping playlists is something that we talk about here in Tuber Chat. It's just a simple arrangement where you're agreeing to run a playlist of videos for another creator and they're agreeing to run a playlist of your videos. Now the thing is, because we're talking about running it, you don't necessarily have to sit and watch every single second of every single video, right? As many thumbs up or comments as possible would be helpful, but the idea is just to run it so that the watch hours come. Now there's a couple of other benefits, but you can imagine by getting a lot of different creators to run an entire playlist of your videos, your hours are going to start to stack up, right? The other couple of benefits are the fact that when you make an arrangement like that, you get the opportunity to start a friendship with another creator, and that's really what we're here for. That's what the magic of this particular live stream is. We build friendships with each other, and what will happen is you'll find yourself favoring creators that you've built friendships with. You'll find yourself also being favored by them. So it's nice that somebody's going to run, let's say, 20, 30, 40, or 50 videos for you, depending on what you have now. But when you think about the fact that you're building a friendship, you might come out with another 50 videos this year, and they will be there to watch most of them, right? The other benefit in running an entire playlist is the idea that when somebody runs a playlist, they're running every video from beginning to end. And that can bump up the averages on your entire channel for retention. Think about a race car driver who's constantly trying to take 1/10 of a second off of their time, or 100th of a second. It's kind of the same thing. The more people are watching longer percentages of your videos or running them, the better it's going to be for you. So what we recommend is making a few different playlists, but one of them might just say, binge watch or all of My Flock or something like that, and you can give that link to people when it's time. Most creators will insist on a somewhat fair trade, because you got to remember, sometimes we have gaming channels, they do long live streams and they might have playlists that go on for days. Then we have some creators just starting out, they may only have 10 or 20 videos, and if they're only 10 minutes each, then it only works out to a few hours. So you can chop up your channel into many different playlists to show people different categories of videos that they might enjoy as viewers. Then I'll show you a tool right now, and if you want to mark the time, we're an hour and 15 minutes into episode number 541 of Tuber Chat. If you type in YouTube playlist length, you're just going to find a few results. Some of these are all they're all doing the same thing, but it looks like there's a Chrome extension too, but I haven't used that. I just use the first one that comes up. Let's go to My Flock is Everywhere and grab a playlist, and what we're going to do is grab all live vids, right? So they've got a playlist of all their live videos. I'm going to put this URL into this bar and search. Tells me there's 12 videos, and the whole playlist runs for 1 day, 2 hours, 22 minutes, 33 seconds. So a little over 26 hours, right? And that can give you an idea as to how your playlists have gone. A perfect example is Scratch and PPA. I'm going to go back to his channel for a second right after My Flock is Everywhere. They are going to talk to us about the unexplained more than anything else. My Flock is Everywhere is constantly out supporting other creators. They've got shorts, videos, and of course live streams, as we see. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I like pineapple on pizza better than pizza on pineapple, but either way, the combination works for me. Jefferson, so thank you for that. And then, so let me look at Scratch and PPA for a second, just because I want to show you what I mean. He did something that was a really cool idea. You can dress up your front page with a lot of different things. YouTube gives us tools like playlists, featured channels, and you can explore that by going to your customization tab in your YouTube studio. But what Scratch and PPA has done is made a couple of playlists, and you notice, first of all, he made a 5-hour playlist, 10-hour playlist, 20-hour playlist. But in his Scratch Challenge series of videos, He also adds the number of hours and updates this every week as well, so that you get an idea of how long those playlists are. He will be willing to swap with you. Most of our moderators will. And then you'll be able to find lots more friends here. So again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Philip Lemon is up here right now. I just spun the wheel. If I have missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And then if anybody needs me to clarify anything about swapping playlists, I'm happy to do that. But you're free to make those arrangements either here or outside. What I recommend is starting a conversation with somebody that you've seen say that they're willing to swap playlists, or you mention it in the chat. Somebody should reach out to you. And then you can hit each other up on Instagram or WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger or wherever you'd like, right? And playlists can be a great tool, of course. And then Philip Lemon is here with 167 subscribers. Now, they've been a longtime friend. They give friendly reminders for those thumbs up as well. So if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. First Floor Audio's here. That's Lee from the UK. And then I've never been there, Jefferson. But one of the things that I want to just mention as well, here in Tuber Chat, we're very focused on talking about channels and things like that. So our moderators might remove messages if they're invoking opinions, especially about other countries or cultures or things unrelated to YouTube. So, you know, we tend not to ban here, but you could find messages removed if they're not related to supporting other YouTube channels. So it's just an idea. Philip Lemon, like I said, has been a longtime supporter. They've got video shorts and live streams. Some of their shorts videos have really picked up some views, and hopefully that continues as well. And then we'll be looking forward to live streams if they're going to pick those back up. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So Travel Walks TV has a question. What's the advice for getting engagement from Facebook engagement groups, right? So a Facebook group, depending on the niche of your channel. So let's say, for instance, you're a travel channel. You can join some other communities. I would always be very careful to watch their own internal guidelines, how people want their groups run. If you just walk into a group and start posting, you could find yourself hammered with spam and trolling and everything else. And that goes for Reddit, Twitter, everywhere else, right? There's as much evil to the internet as positive, but if you follow everybody's, you know, guidelines, rules, instructions, things like that, you can find some real magic. If you happen to be, let's just say, you know, one of our friends, Cali King 916, is from Sacramento, California. Now, his channel is not travel, but he might be able to join some groups about Sacramento, either travelers coming in or people living there and things like that. One of the real tricks, I can't remember for the life of me where I saw this idea. It's not mine. I picked it up online. But somebody said what you can do is sometimes reach out to an administrator or a moderator on a Facebook group. Let them know what your channel's about. Talk to them, of course, respectfully, and, you know, the idea of engaging in their group will help. But if they find some of your content compelling, you might find them sending out posts on your behalf on their channel. We've seen that before. I've seen a channel grow from a few thousand subscribers to over 150,000 in a matter of a couple of months, just because people really picked up on what they were doing, and they happened to be a channel that focused on showing people around a particular city. So that's just an idea. But groups, if you really watch and make sure you're posting your videos, live streams, and shorts in places where people are going to find them valuable, then that's what will help the most. If we just go out and start posting, you can find yourself getting hammered and have people kind of go the other way on you and say, like, whatever you do, don't go to this channel, and we've seen that before as well. Cruising is fun anytime. Good to see you here. So hopefully that's somewhat helpful. I know it's a long-winded answer. It's me, Lori. Good to see you here as well. And Embarkation Nation, did they come in? I didn't see them come in. But we have a Facebook group here, and basically it's just for sharing videos. You can share your own or other people's videos, and you'll find lots of people doing that as well. How much impact it has is questionable, of course, because when a group is just meant for posting all kinds of videos, you might hit some people who are active in the group posting videos, and they might see something of yours that they want to see, or they might use it as an opportunity to get to know creators, which we absolutely encourage. I want you to be growing your channel even when we're not live streaming, right? That's why we build these other things. Woman Outdoors is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. We spun and Garden State Gardener came up. And then I have had dogs when I was growing up. Now I have cats. That belong to Kristen Welton, my girlfriend who was in the chat earlier. She might still be here. And then, but I'm allergic to all of them, so I got to be careful. Cruising Koozies, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Garden State Gardener is somebody who comes to us from the homesteading community of channels. I group a lot of niches together here when I talk about these channels, but the biggest reason why is because the creators behind the channel seem to have similar mentalities in the generosity that they live by, if that makes sense, meaning that they have knowledge and resources, that they enjoy sharing with others and each other. And I think that that speaks volumes about these creators and their generosity as well, if that makes sense. Embarkation Nation, let's get you into the chat and see what's going on here. They need to make a feature on YouTube where you can pick a certain creator, not notice their messages, like block their messages from being seen only by you, but not blocked on the channel or the chat. That would be interesting, right? And then Garden State Gardener, I group a lot of channels in, like I said, from the homesteading community. And what I'm talking about are farming, ranching, gardening, homesteading traditionally, bushcraft, camping, fishing, basically almost anything where half the content is outdoors, right? These creators have a lot for us to learn. Now, Garden State Gardener is an interesting channel. The owner of this channel is named Joe. He's a dear friend. He's somebody who fuses friendships together. He is somebody who understands how to make people feel like they're part of a community that spans far beyond his own channel or himself. He's fully monetized over here. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when you get there. But you'll see, look at the wheel that he used. He used the same wheel that we use here from wheelofnames.com. It's a free thing anybody can use online. But you'll see he does giveaways during his Sunday Fun Day live streams and has a wild audience. It's not uncommon to see 70 to 100 people watching at a time. And then Garden State Gardener now is working on 6,400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. So Jefferson Sadeo, as much as I'm happy that you're here, I have to keep my conversation for us to be able to get channels on the screen as fast as possible to YouTube. So if you want to conversate with Isaac or anybody else in the chat about other things, that's okay. But I have to start ignoring those messages so that I can focus on the channels that are going on the screen. Rem's Family Farm, good to see you in the house. I'm going to put you on the wheel. I've got them as a member, of course. and we'll take a break in another 4 minutes or so. Again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So Garden State Gardener, like I said, is fully monetized. Now, Joe has this incredible ability to fuse friendships together, but he has probably done more shout out videos for other creators than anybody that I've seen, and this speaks to his generosity, but he does it in such a fun way. He's done at least 5 shout-out videos for Superchat. We're finding them all the time now, and lots of other creators. They're a lot of fun. Here's Joe right here, and then, like I said, he does the Sunday Fun Day live stream. I've seen this creator in a generous way share content with other creators on StreamYard panels and things like that as well. The Inquisitive Farm Wife, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then Garden State Gardener, of course, is going to bring us updates, garden updates for themselves, and they get involved in seed swaps and other things as well. First Floor Audio, thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that several times before. I'm going to put them onto the screen right now, actually, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give a thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. First Floor Audio is Lee. He comes to us from the UK. I'm going to set a notification here for another live stream that's coming up today, a few hours after Tuber Chat. And what you'll find on First Floor Audio's channel is an opportunity to interact and influence them while they produce music. What I find most compelling about Lee and his content is that this particular producer is able to produce a wide variety of styles of music. Usually when you meet a music producer, they stick to 1 or 2 different styles, one they're great at, one they enjoy, or both. But First Floor Audio is pretty well-rounded in different styles of music, and you'll find that in these Radio 1FA series of live streams where his content is featured in compilations. Now, all the music is still available on the channel separately, and like I said, he does a lot of live streaming, so we get to interact with him while he does that. A few weeks ago, he actually did an entire Tuber Chat song off the cuff, so he draws you into the content, but he also has a lot of friendly conversation that goes on here as well. He's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. He has spent an abundant amount of time here at Tuber Chat and is always at the top of the list for engagement. He's fully monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and we'd love to push him towards the 1,100 subscribers that he's thinking about. Woman Outdoors, thank you for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. First Floor Audio, thank you for yours as well. For that reason, we've put these channels up right away, but then members always, like I said, get added to the wheel, and after a little while longer, I will start adding names to our wheel from our chat list. I might actually just get a couple right now while we go on break after this channel. Woman Outdoors is another outdoor channel more than anything else. She's doing some indoor content as well because she's getting into some product reviews and things also. But what she does most often from the Erie, Pennsylvania area is bring us bushcraft, camping, cooking, and fishing, a lot of outdoor content, particularly camping in really interesting areas. And because she's in Erie, Pennsylvania, she's able to show us all 4 seasons. That climate includes snow, rain, you know, we all have wind, but the extreme heat, the extreme cold, and everything in between. Now, she's an incredible supporter, and she's out supporting people all the time. All of us seem to run into her in different premieres and live streams and even StreamYard panels. On her channel, she's bringing her content in videos, shorts, and live streams, including panels, and the other Stock Explorer right there. And then as well, she's on the way to 1,200 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards that milestone. Today, she's actually got what looks like a premiere coming up in another half hour. So we know that after Tuber Chat today, there's going to be brand new content on this channel. I'll spin the wheel and we'll get our next channel ready. And thank you again, Woman Outdoors, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. She actually took over our stream boss position. That's the video game life meter under my camera there, and every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock it out takes over and gets some extra exposure for a little while. Embarkation Nation is coming up next. We're going to go on break for about 3 minutes. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So we're back in 3 minutes with Embarkation Nation. Nation. I don't know what happened to my screen. Pardon me again. And I just added a couple of names onto the wheel. Barb's Country Home and Pedroza Travel have also been very... You see somebody say in your chat that you might be buffering or glitching or something like that, you might be buffering or glitching or something like that, then that could be them and not you. Once you hear 2 or 3 people say it or see 2 or 3 people see it, then you know that you've got trouble. But we should have disconnect protection. Hopefully we're not going to lose the stream today. And then I'll just put a message in the chat. Please refresh. If you're ever on a stream and it starts to glitch like that, even here in Tuber Chat, a simple refresh can usually help. Embarkation Nation is up on the screen there. Thank yous to the Tuber Chat family about sending friends to them, but they've also been bringing a lot of friends in for us as well, and I appreciate that. And Embarkation Nation has 295 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. They're actually going to have it any day. For today, I'm going to take the video that you've got on your front page in the featured position here. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. And having a channel in your featured position is a chance to give it some... And it should be okay. And then let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I'll move a little bit quicker than I usually do. And next up is going to be... Alright, we'll try again. Thank you everybody for your patience. If you find that the stream is glitching or buffering or I'm repeating myself and looping and all that good stuff, just please refresh and it should be good to go in a few minutes. Let's end our poll here and see what is happening with that. Mark the Shark will be interested to know whether pineapple belongs on pizza. I'm surprised that it's that close, actually. 60-40 almost. I'm a little bit surprised. And then Anne-Marie Love XX is on the screen. So they're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They're approaching 2,600 subscribers. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter ever since finding the Tuber Chat family a few months ago. And they've got shorts, videos, and like I said, I've caught them many times in live streams. So I'm just going to look at their videos right now. I'm not behind on those, but I'm going to take their latest live stream replay. It's a little bit long. I'll just put it at the end of my catch-up list, and I'll get that within the next 24 hours or so. If you would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. FR Humphrey is in the house. I'm going to put you in Corinne's life's position on the Wheel of Doom, and we will be seeing your channel soon. Corinne's Life is another fellow Canadian from Nova Scotia, actually. She's here as a member and a moderator and has been for a long, long time. She's been a dear friend for well over 2.5 years now. She's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. When we look at this channel, we see content of all types, shorts, videos, and live streams that encompass everything that is Corinne's life. And she is approaching 2,100 subscribers. Now, the content here, especially in videos, can capture anything from travel to a behind-the-scenes look at the home life, as well as hauls, unboxing videos, product reviews. And then Corinne's Life happens to be a small business owner. So what they do is produce merchandise like hats, mugs, shirts, almost anything that can be printed, like this here, for instance. And it's wonderful that we get to have a behind-the-scenes look at what they have got when it comes to merchandise and how the merchandise is made. We get a look at the value, and then as well we can use this channel as a resource when it comes to looking at merchandise as an idea for our own channels and businesses as well. And then Corinne's Life, like I said, is fully monetized, has been a member and a moderator for a long time. She's got a lot of featured channels down here with some familiar faces as well. Live streams can involve anything from simple conversation to StreamYard panels with other creators as well. And she's had some wild success on some of her shorts videos as well. If we look at the most popular ones, we got many in the thousands, one of them almost hitting 80,000 views, so that's really cool as well. And then let's spin the wheel. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Unstable TV is here from Ireland, and they are just experiencing incredible growth on their channel. They might be approaching 20,000 subscribers. Yes, there they are, 19.8 right now. So hopefully we can push them a little bit farther towards the next milestone, and they'll soon be at 20,000. We have no doubt. They've actually been with us for quite some time. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and they're with us almost every single day as well. They're also out supporting other creators. They generously are willing to share knowledge that they gain as they grow. I meant to put that video in my catch-up list, but I'll do that right now. And that just will help me keep caught up with them. They're posting frequently. They've been doing a lot of reaction videos. Now, not anybody can just do a reaction video of anything at all and have it fly. That's not how that works. But when taking the time to really consider the right kind of reaction videos for their audience, Unstable TV constantly experiments with different ideas, and you can see some of the success that they've had. They've got over 300,000 here. Maybe I'm mistaken about that. Over 200,000 here, over 180 here, another almost 100 here, and many more in the thousands and 10,000s of views, which is really cool. And then let's spin the wheel. We get another channel ready to go. But when we look at Unstable TV Shorts, we see another channel where these same creators are experimenting with shorts videos, and they're now already at almost 300 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push that a little bit farther. Isaac Luke is coming up next. We'll see what they've got going on. Isaac Luke is fairly new to Tuber Chat, just finding us within the last couple of weeks, but already having sent us a few friends. So this is a brand new channel that we're putting on the screen for the very first time. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is go through, actually I'm just going to take your latest video because it's nice and long. I'm going to put that in my watch later list, and what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on like I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then Isaac Luke must have our notification bell on because they came in again today and they've been here just about every day. So I really do appreciate that. Next up is going to be Barb's Country Home. Now, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Barb's Country Home has 939 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,000. They're officially on the road to 1K. It's a magical milestone in all of our YouTube journeys. It's been a while since we've had them on the screen, but I'm going to grab their banana pecan bread recipe video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list as well. Barb's Country Home is also another creator that comes to us from the homesteading, ranching, gardening, farming community of channels, John and Barb, and they are interested in simple living with gardening, cooking, some animals, and they're going to show us a bit of that as well. And they're going to show us where they are in Texas behind their channel and their content also. Wally's World 420, good to see you in the house. Thank you very much. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by quickly, to give that thumbs up, or if you're running the stream in the background or just here to say hello. Mountain Grandma, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Lori's Tech Time's coming up next. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. Lori's Tech Time is fully monetized now with Super Chats available. I'm not sure about memberships. Hopefully that's an idea coming soon. She's got over 1,100 subscribers and working on 1,200 now. What you're going to find on Lori's Tech Times channel are tech and gadget reviews, electronic gadgets. Some of those are from a service called Gadget Discovery Club, like a subscription service, and some of them are independent, but she's had a few videos do extremely well. She also brings a lot of gaming on this channel also, and you'll catch that in the live stream. She's always thinking about playing different games that will allow her to include her audience in multiplayer as well, which is really cool. There's some Among Us here. Battle Cats, Fall Guys is something that I notice on the Xbox that I keep talking about that might come up as well. Jewel in the Kitchen is here. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for being here. Let me get you onto the wheel. They happen to be a member. And I should see this Fall Guys, actually. I'm going to take this live stream. I know it's a long live stream replay. I want to see this from Lori's Tech Time. Tetris, one of my favorite games of all time, of course. But that's available on like every platform. As well as Lori's Vlogs and Shorts is a second channel from this creator. She's been an incredible supporter for a long, long time. She's also doing well on the other social networks as well. If you follow her, especially on Instagram, she's really doing well and posting frequently. 432 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 500 she's thinking about. Lots of shorts here, some vlogs as well. And she's got what looks like almost an unboxing video here. I'm going to take the longer of your two latest videos, though. I'm going to take your cooking dinner vlog. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list just because it's a little bit longer, a couple more watch minutes there. But, you know, Lori's Vlogs and Shorts has already monetized one channel, so it's not going to be too long before she's done it a second time. Rambling with the Brooms is another fellow Canadian. We'll see what Scott has got going on his channel. He's closer to our nation's capital, about 6 hours away from where I am in Niagara, but he also comes to us from the homesteading community of channels and brings us a lot of outdoor content to go along with his indoor series of live streams called Procrastination Thursdays. And it's quite a lively audience for that, where he also features a lot of other YouTubers on his channel so that we can get to know them. He's approaching, he's on the road now to 1,600 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. He's fully monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Lots of shorts videos. He's done lots of shout outs for others. He's an advocate for helping other creators to hit different milestones. You know, like the 100s and things like that. I'm just taking his latest video and putting this into my catch-up list. He has a collaboration going on with Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. What they've done is put together a cruise where they're hoping to get, I believe, 100 YouTubers and supporters together. And it's going to leave from Seattle in August of 2025 to visit Alaska. And it should be literally the opportunity of a lifetime. So you'll find more about that when you get to Scott's channel. He's also bringing us a lot of outdoor content along with some indoor. You can hang out in the Sugar Shack with him and see how maple syrup is made and why that's so important to Canadians. And the Bud Files is up next. We'll see what they've got going on. Almost 1,100 subscribers. They are modern-day archaeologists. They seek to uncover history and digitally preserve it. They've really expanded the content on their channel, but they do bring us to abandoned places like ghost towns, cemeteries, and graveyards. They also take us for shopping trips, as you can see. Sometimes they might be playing a game, especially on a live stream. And they've got some interesting adventures even in their shorts videos lately. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I've been lucky to catch them many times in live streams, and they're here with us every single day, for which I'm grateful. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody can be here every day or for 2.5, 3 hours every time we stream, but I do appreciate every moment, even if you're just hanging out quickly or coming by to say hello, drop a thumbs up, or running the stream in the background. I didn't take Scratch and PPA off the wheel, so we'll spin again. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded from time to time to give that thumbs up, especially when I'm on a phone. Charinator is here. Am I pronouncing that right? Charinator. I'm sorry. Yes, it is Charinator. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. I'll say Charinator from now on, but just please correct me if you're still here. I know when we were glitching, we probably lost a few viewers. We're back up to 25 now, which is great. And thank you everybody for hanging out, especially for your patience. 70 subscribers right now, and I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the first 100. Thank you, Quiet Listener, for running in the background. I always appreciate that. Pardon me. So Charinator is a channel I'm still getting to know, but I'm just going to grab another one of their videos or streams. Let me just see what they've got going on here. Euro Truck Simulator, I'm very familiar with. What I'm going to do is take another video. Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. It's a little bit long, but that'll get some watch minutes in there as well. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100, and much more all the time. Sam's Logs Trains and More is here from the UK as a member and a moderator. I've got them on the wheel. Cruising Scene is in the house as well. Thank you for coming in. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. In a short period of time, probably 10 or 15 minutes, I'll start adding a few more names to our wheel from our chat list. Jewel in the Kitchen is coming up. She's been a friend of probably well beyond 2.5 years, getting closer to 3 now. Jewel in the Kitchen is somebody who's going to bring us a ton of delicious looking content, both on her own channel and others when she's out collaborating as well. I've seen her on other StreamYard panels. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And you know that I say of channels over 3,000 that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey. We can all imagine what it takes to get to 3,000 and beyond. So I'm just going to take her latest video, the lunch break video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to keep caught up with her, and then you'll find her bringing shorts and live streams as well. And you see lots of the shorts are into the thousands of views also, which is great to see. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen in another moment. I'll move a little bit quicker now so we can get as many channels on in the next little while as possible. And FR Humphrey is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on for today. FR Humphrey is here with us just about every day. 451 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 500 that they're likely thinking about. They've got some shorts videos here, and they're bringing us out for shopping trips and different things as well. Some of those are really starting to do well. And then videos, these are quite short, but I'm going to take your latest video, the blooming one, I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, and then live streams are something that might be an idea to pick up again for the future. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. FR Humphrey has been incredibly supportive, a loyal and dedicated supporter for sure since finding the Tuber Chat family not too long ago. And then thank you, the Bullock Experience was out fishing. Good to see you here. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. The Bullock Experience is here almost every day as well. Sam's Logs Trains and More, like I said, comes to us from the UK, and he has been a dear friend for well over 2.5 years now as both a member and a moderator. So let's see what he's got going on his channel. My Green Lawn, good to have you here. Thank you for coming in. Sam's Logs Trains and More has 1,700 subscribers right now. He's passed that milestone and well on his way, already started the road to 1,800. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. I'm going to take your second last video here because it's a few minutes longer, put that in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to keep caught up, and then he's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Sam's Logs Trains and More is going to bring us a lot of train videos. Some of those are indoors, some of those are outdoors. It could be of the trains themselves or the stations they depart from. He might be giving us a story to be told or some tips and tricks for our own train travels. When we get into the live streams, we find opportunity to hang out with Sam for a Q&A, or he might be giving us some channel updates or playing trivia or other games on his channel. And occasionally you'll find things like unboxing videos on the channel as well. Jedi Cameron, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder was in here earlier. Now, he tends to come in briefly, but he's been a dear friend for well over 3 years, since before Tuber Chat was even a thought. As a matter of fact, it was inspiration that came from Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder, Be Amazing Sylvia, and a few other creators that I talk about frequently. The generosity in these creators willing to support others, and basically so much so, Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder was so much of a supporter to myself and to us as the Tuber Chat family from the very beginning of starting this channel that he was featured as the first channel out of the Tuber Chat family to be featured on episode number 2 of Tuber Chat. So if you can imagine that, that's the kind of support you can expect to get back from Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder after 540 episodes of Tuber Chat and over 3 years. He's still coming back as often as he can to support as much as possible. And I'm just looking at something in the background here. Pardon me for a quick second. I'm just rolling back some times here. What we're going to do in about a half an hour, maybe even a little bit less actually. What I'll do is in half an hour we're going to drop a premiere. I've got a premiere coming up on my personal channel. I'll drop the link for that in another 10 minutes or so. And then Kristen Welton's got another premiere coming up right after, so we'll do a dual raid into those. That'll give you some more opportunity to meet more friends and family members, and I hope you'll join me on my personal channel as well. And then let's keep rolling what we're doing here. Let's spin the wheel now. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder has a couple of different channels. He's got Kid Wonder's Gaming and Live Stream. And I'll get some more names onto the wheel from our chat list in another few minutes here as well. We'll get through as many channels as we can in the next 25 minutes. Kid Wonder's Gaming and lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. If you search out Tuber Chat on Kid Wonder's Gaming and Live Stream, you'll actually see a collaboration between the two of us. We played that 8-ball pool game together. And then tomorrow it will be a little bit earlier. Tomorrow we're going to go 10 a.m. Eastern. And then Michael's Adventures has a premiere tomorrow, but I'm sure he'll be willing to raid into yours if you're going to go live after that. Sam's Logs Trains and More. The Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder, I just wanted to show that for a quick second. He's an incredibly supportive creator with a handful of channels, but the Mukbang Show, I mean, most of us know what mukbang is. It's a huge category in YouTube. We just get to see what Kid Wonder's doing with that format of videos now. So I'm going to get some names onto our wheel from our chat list. The Stock Explorer is up here now as a member and a moderator also. Aacon 50 is going to get added to the wheel. They're here with us every day now also. And then Yellow Shirt Dad has been with us every day since finding Tuber Chat. I took a moment the other day to literally sit and watch a couple of his videos so I could get an idea of the jokes that I keep hearing about, because I run more videos than I watch, right? So sometimes he'll be giving us a simple video and then a joke is included. Pardon me, I would have liked to turn the camera off for that, but I didn't make it. Yes, thank you. My flock is everywhere for the reminders, for the thumbs up. Courtney Shanice Reviews is here as a member. Let's get them onto the wheel for a second. The Stock Explorer is up here now from Florida, and they bring us the stock markets and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth way with everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics. They do that through shorts, videos, and live streams. This creator often has product in hand and also does a lot of StreamYard panels, so there's a lot of friendly conversation here as well. Michael's Adventures already has his premiere set up, Sam, so you can check the time for that. And I'm probably going to ask Michael's Adventures to move back about 15 minutes, but we'll see tomorrow when the time comes. Hopefully we're not glitching like we are today. And then if you start any time before that, you'll be good to go, and then I'm sure he won't mind raiding in afterwards, unless he's already got something else planned, but we'll see. Now, the Stock Explorer is getting close to 1,600 subscribers, and I actually was interviewed by them a few weeks ago. If you wanted to see more conversation about YouTube instead of the bite-size information that we talk about here, you'll be able to get that as an example from the Stock Explorer. It's one of 3 interviews I did over the last few weeks, but we've been dear friends for a long time, so it's more of a friendly conversation. Now, sometimes they have charts and graphs for us to see, sometimes more friendly conversation with StreamYard panels like I keep talking about. Jedi Cameron, hopefully I said hello, and thank you for that thumbs up. Keto Mama Michelle, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Tropical Buzz is where this creator intends, on bringing us education about plant life in Florida. They'll likely be growing things starting in the next month or two. And they also get involved in seed swaps and challenges and things like that. So we're looking forward to more from Tropical Buzz, the same creator. Nora here behind the Stock Explorer at 177 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 200 that they're thinking about. We're going to get quite a few more channels on the wheel and the screen over the next 20 minutes or so. Aacon 50 is coming up right now, and I'll put names on the wheel based on who's been most active in the chat, of course. That's the way we always do it. Aacon 50 is here with a lot of video gameplay. We see some shorts on this channel, and then we've seen a lot of Grand Theft Auto. Some Assassin's Creed is there. Hopefully everybody will enjoy a lot of this content, but Aacon 50 has been with us just about every single day since finding us a few weeks ago. Silent Silver, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They're going to help us talk about precious metals and numismatic collectible coins. And then Aacon 50, they're probably looking forward to Grand Theft Auto 6, as I am as well. I'm just dying to see the trailer that they'll eventually come out with, and that means that the game could only be a year or two away. I think they were aiming for a 2024 or 2025 date. It's an enormous amount of time in between their games, but it's my favorite thing. I always go to Grand Theft Auto when it's time to make any time to play, which I haven't been lately, but I hope to do a little bit more of in the coming months. Dark Swordsman Gaming is here as a member, and we'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. More video gameplay. They mix up the games here with Dead Space, which I don't know if I've seen. I probably ran this video. Final Fantasy, of course, is a huge title, and then they mix up a little bit more when we dig through their videos here. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Dark Swordsman Gaming has been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. Oh, our time changes. Yes, Sam Slogs trains and more. I forget about that. Yeah, interesting. I keep hearing rumors about the idea that they might try to pass a law to change that, but if I was to bet, I would say it's not happening. you get people into a habit over decades of time and then want to change the behavior of entire continents. I think that is quite an undertaking. I don't particularly believe that that's going to be the case, but we never know. Something we're keeping our eye on, I guess. And Rem's Family Farm, let's see what they've got going on their channel for today. Rem's Family Farm has now over 2,400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 2,500. Yeah, mom of 4 boys. I wouldn't have known. If Sam didn't say something right now, I wouldn't have probably realized that that was the case. I think I heard something the other day about somebody saying theirs was a week later, but I could be mistaken. And yeah, it's interesting to go, you know, for all this time and not know. But this is one of the things that I personally really enjoy about our YouTube journey. I mean, we have friendships that are built. We start to get to know each other, but we look at the world through each other's eyes. And I love the real world look that we get from each other's channels and content, and then the conversation that comes along with that. So we get a real idea of what people are doing in their homes in the different countries and regions around the world. Rem's Family Farm is here, fully monetized with super chats and memberships available when we get there. I'm just going to go through their videos here and see what I'm going to grab. I'm going to take your latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list right now, and that'll give me a chance to catch up a little bit. It's wonderful that we see a lot of these channels. This title is a perfect example of something that I talk about often. Sadie Lady, thank you for coming in. I've got you on the wheel, by the way. They happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Woman Outdoors, I might not have noticed that you took over the stream boss position, by the way, as well. So thank you for that. Rem's Family Farm has a title here talking literally about I made a mistake. And it's interesting because when I talk about a lot of these channels, and this is where I group Rem's Family Farm into the homesteading, farming, ranching, gardening, camping, fishing, and other outdoor channels, a lot of these creators are willing to share knowledge and resources with each other and others. And I just find it to be an incredibly generous community of creators. I think the mentality even outside of YouTube says generosity to me, and I'm very thankful for the influx of creators behind these channels that we've had over a long time, because they're willing to share their successes and failures, and we see that repeated from channel to channel within this community, which is cool as well. The Inquisitive Farm Wife, thank you for that. Yeah, anything's possible, Sam. I mean, you know, forgive my opinion, but we have political figures, right? And they could be like members of parliament. You know, they're handled in different ways, men of Senate and Congress in the States and things like that, which I'm no authority on. But they have obligation to at least appear to be looking for or looking after the best interest of their voters, right? So if the voters in a community say, we don't like the time change, they have an obligation to say, okay, I'll put it forth and see what people say. Whether it's going to carry any weight or not, like I said, I just happen to not bet on that right now. I think changing the behavior of hundreds of millions of people all at once is quite an undertaking. But, hey, anything's possible. And, you know, either way, I don't know how much it's going to affect my life personally. I don't know, but it seems extremely important to some people, so we'll keep our eye on it and see what happens. And then Hilda DC is up here right now, and I always love talking about her channel. She's been a dear friend for a very long time. She's here as a member and a moderator. All of the moderators here are dear friends of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels. They all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is a overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, you'll be able to meet more friends and family members when you visit their channels for premieres and live streams. So I've just dropped a link for a premiere that we're going to do. I'm going to do one on my personal channel right away, and then Kristen Welton's going to drop one right afterwards. It'll give you about another half hour worth of time to continue meeting friends and family members. I'll leave Tuber Chat running for an extra 3 minutes, but we've still got 15 minutes to go here to add more channels to the screen, and we'll get through as many as we can. Now, Hilda DC is up here, and I like describing her because I have a unique story for Hilda DC and my friendship with her. She is one of the most encouraging creators that I've met in my 5.5 years on YouTube. She has positive affirmations that will come through in her content, whether they're videos, shorts, live streams that come from the creator herself, special effects on the screen. She even gets Nightbot involved in this because it's that important to her to be motivating and inspiring and encouraging to her audience. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. Now, she does a lot of mukbang style product reviews, taste test challenges. Those can be in live streams or premieres. She does a lot more unboxing, product reviews, a lot of general live stream panels like on StreamYard. And she's willing to hop in on other people's channels and share content in that way. She has a lot of friends that come up. I've joined her on her channel a few times. And look at the success she's having with some of these shorts videos. Many in the thousands, one at almost 50,000 now, which is great. A lot of live streaming. At times, she gets into posting almost every single day. So you can see on her banner, though, she talks about vlogs, challenges, mukbangs, reviews, happy eating dance, sad dance, weird food combinations. That's always been the case in A Happy Mother, of course. Fully monetized, like I said, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. But you will meet more friends and family members when you visit her for premieres or live streams. Just Jason Keto's coming up. He's going to help us understand a keto-based diet, and he's going to talk about a lot of the products that are out there that we can pick up and then show us tips and tricks so that we can get more value out of some of these things, and then of course get things prepared in our own homes for a healthy living and healthy eating keto-based diet. So you see on his banner, eat real food, lift heavy things, and thrive. Those things together will certainly be a combination that anybody can benefit from. But Just Jason Keto's here with us just about every single day. I see them out supporting other creators like crazy, a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, to say the least. And I'm happy to see a lot of the healthy eating, healthy living, and keto-based channels that have come in. I know keto is a big particular name when it comes to dieting, but I think we can learn from all of these creators. You know, the more information we have about finances and food, the couple of things we all have to deal with, I think we can all make better decisions lifelong for ourselves. Courtney Shanice Reviews is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. And hopefully one of these days very soon, I'll join Just Jason Keto on their channel for either a casual panel with a few people, or we might do an interview-based talk, probably YouTube focused. I believe I have a lot to learn from Just Jason Keto continuing on. And then Courtney Shanice Reviews, another longtime friend of Tuber Chat. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. Of course, you're going to get unboxing, haul, product review videos from her. She posts frequently, as you can see. And she's got some shorts videos. I just want to see how these are doing here. Yeah, see, she's got a few into the thousands of views, which is great. Not surprising. She has been a incredible supporter to a lot of people for a long time. But you can see she's a dynamic creator as well. And she's got a consistent look through her videos. As you can see, she's posting frequently, usually a couple times a week at least. Sometimes she steps that right up to almost every day. And I've got the latest video, your glossy box. I've put that into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with that as well. Nova Real Show, good to see you in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I dropped a link again for the raid we're going to do. It's a premiere, so the live chat is already running. It's a video I've got on my personal channel for today, and then we're going to go over to Kristen Welton's channel right afterwards, so you'll get another half hour of opportunity to meet friends and family members the same way that we are here, but I'll get through as many channels as I can in the next 10 minutes. Yellow Shirt Dad has got 280 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're now thinking about. Yellow Shirt Dad has got a lot of outdoor videos. Most of these are quite short, but you're going to get a joke of the day included in each one, and I promise you, these are you're just going to hear the wah 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 in your mind when you listen to these. But I've had a good time going through a handful of Yellow Shirt Dad's jokes, and they've got some shorts videos here for us to see as well. Some of these are really popping also. Look at these, into the thousands of views, which is fantastic. Hopefully they keep that up also. And Yellow Shirt Dad has been with us just about every single day since finding us just a couple of weeks ago. So a very supportive creator. I see them out supporting others all the time as well when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams. Now, if anybody here would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat right now. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then I'm just digging through my chat list here. JJ Journeys will come up. 100 Proof Quilter will come up on the screen in another moment. Pedroza Travel, of course, is bringing us a travel channel. They're incredibly supportive. I see them everywhere. They're here with us in Superchat just about every single day, and they're out supporting others all the time. Lately, they've got some cruise videos for us to see more than anything else. They're very active in the cruise community. They've got over 800 subscribers now, and hopefully we can push them a little bit farther on the road to 900. That'll see them officially on the road to 1K. VS Speaks Royally is coming up right now. They were live earlier today, and most often what you're going to find on this channel is content surrounding the royal family. That can be in video shorts or live streams. There's a little bit more variety there as well. Gloria's Platter, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, and thank you everybody for those thumbs up. We're doing spectacularly now at 94. So I really do appreciate those. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Stephanie G, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. VS Speaks Royally is bringing us, like I said, a lot of royal family coverage. Now, they're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They've got some shorts videos, and these tend to be random, but they're into the thousands of views with many of these as well. And then, of course, the live streams are where you're going to get to see some seriously engaged conversation. It's one thing I make a big deal about here in Tuber Chat. When you engage in true conversation, you're doing a great service for any host in any premiere or live stream, because you're sending true engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm. When you get to VS Speaks Royalty's channel, you'll see engaging conversation in the live streams, and she does a great job of leading that conversation by staying well versed and up to date in her subject. So, I Am Betty J Gathers is coming up in a second here. Pardon me. And then when we look at this channel, we see 746 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 800 that she's going to be thinking about. I Am Betty J Gathers is a powerhouse of energy and positivity, definitely an advocate for helping others find Tuber Chat. She sent us lots and lots of influential friends. The friendly reminders for the thumbs up come from I Am Betty J Gathers. She's literally responsible for hundreds of thumbs up here over the last many months. I've lost track of how long I Am Betty J Gathers has been with us, but it's got to be well over a year and a half now, it feels like. And then When we look at her channel, she's got quite a bit coming up when it comes to live stream. She does a lot of premieres. I've got some notifications on for those, and we're recommending for everybody to set notifications for everything you see. First time cruising adventures, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then I Am Betty J Gathers is also going to talk to us about healthy eating and healthy living. If you can catch her for a live stream, you'll be invited to meet more friends and family members when you're over there. She talks to us about things like intermittent fasting, which is obviously a big conversation, much like keto. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in a second here. I'm going to drop the link for our raid. Again, I will appreciate anybody coming over. I'm just dropping these on my personal channel right now. I'm close to a major milestone and hoping to hit that soon so I can unlock a special feature on YouTube. A lot happens when you get to 10,000. GJ Journeys is coming up on the screen. I don't know why I didn't have your notifications on all, but I've got it on there now. GJ Journeys, I'm happy to have your channel up on the screen again. I'm just going to take your latest video. It looks like a travel video, and I'll put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep caught up, make sure I don't fall behind. They've got almost 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,100 that we know they're thinking about. And then GJ Journeys is also bringing us some shorts. There's a bit of variety here, and lots of these are into the thousands of views as well, so they're just doing great. That's wonderful. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They're in Scotland, Scotland, UK, city breaks, camping, caravanning, and cruising. So a lot of travel from this creator as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Thank you everybody again for those thumbs up. I'm going to leave Tuber Chat running after the next couple channels here for an extra 3 minutes like we always do, so that everybody can clean up their connections here. But I hope you'll come and visit my personal channel for 15 minutes. We're going to do a quick premiere. And then we're going to go over to Kristen Welton's channel. She is my love. We live together close to Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada. But she posts videos almost every Saturday. So we'll go over and see hers right after. That'll give you another half hour worth of opportunity to meet friends and family members. And then we'll figure out where to raid from Kristen's channel in about half an hour so that we can continue to meet more friends and family members if we would like to. Sadie Lady is up here right now. Another channel that's with us frequently, a loyal and dedicated supporter to say the least. 534 subscribers right now. They've got everything from live streams to shorts, and some of these have got some serious views into the thousands and even hitting over 50,000 on one of these, and then a lot of short videos as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety here. Sadie Lady, of course, is a lovable little friend that we've got. We can follow them on their journeys. And then I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get one more channel coming up. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here, even if you're just coming by quickly to say hello or to drop that thumbs up or running the stream in the background. Quiet listener, thank you so much. 100 Proof Quilter is coming up right now, but Cali King 916 just walked in. I'm going to put them on the wheel just for fun. They happen to be a member, so of course we're going to get them on right away. We talked about that channel for a quick second earlier today, just in a story I was telling, because they happen to come from Sacramento, California. 100 Proof Quilter is brand new to Tuber Chat. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but I'm just going to take your latest video, put that in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are here 3 or 4 days a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Thank you again, everybody, for those thumbs up. Please don't forget to give us one on the way out if you haven't already, and I'd love a thumbs up on the way into the premiere I'm going to drop in another moment. I'll drop the link one more time. Cali King 916 is an incredibly supportive creator. I see them bouncing in between premieres and live streams, supporting each other, supporting other creators wholeheartedly all the time, and they have been incredibly supportive in that way ever since finding the Tuber Chat family many months ago. And they bring us a real-world look at Sacramento, California, either through live streams or videos, and now shorts as well. So thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment. And hopefully you'll come over to the next 2 channels we're going to see for this double raid, and then we will move on to another live stream afterwards as well. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.